Now, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I've never tried that before, but that's the idea. If you can unhinge your jaw and make sure it's nice and loose while adding in that distortion, you can get your full body sound. Whereas if you're not... Hey, real quick, I just want to welcome you to the Big Brain Singer channel, where singers and music lovers come together. I'm Charlie, and my goal is to share my knowledge of singing and love of music with as many people as possible. If you want to be the first to experience reactions just like this one, please join us on Twitch, links down below, Monday, Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you yourself are an aspiring singer and want a mini voice lesson from me, I hold a free and open vocal clinic every Friday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern as well. So make sure to join our community Discord server. Links are also down below. To join hundreds of music lovers like yourself and to stay updated on community events. I hope to see you there, and I hope you enjoy this reaction and analysis. One of my favorite groups, guys, of all time. And I've had a blast discovering their music over my entire life. And that is going to be suggested by Marco. Iron Maiden, Hallowed Be Thy Name live. Now, we all know this song, right? We're getting ready for some Maiden. We all know this song. But I've never heard it live before. I only know the studio version, so let's hear it. Oh, I know live is probably much better.
I'm waiting in my cold cell when the bell begins to chime, reflecting on my past life, and it doesn't have much time, 'cause at 5 o'clock they take me to the gallows pole. The sands of time for me are running low.
Young Bruce. What a frickin' powerhouse of voice. There's nothing shrill about his sound. There's nothing empty about his sound. He hasn't had voice lessons at this point. This is just raw vocals from Bruce Dickinson. This is an awesome sound. You guys get me so juiced for this stuff. I am so excited. Should we go back, or should we... Let's get into it. Let's just go back and let it go. Let's let it build up.
The sands of time for me are running low.
There is so much power and heft in his sound in that low area. I've not seen Maiden live, and I would love to go see Maiden live once we can finally do that. Yeah, young Iron Maiden era. This is a juiced, heavy voice, pure vocal cords. There's a lot of compression in the sound, but it's completely balanced out by having like a relaxed body and just sending the right amount of air just to get that that nice, like, gritty bodily sound that takes us to the gallows, right? agree, Double O Donut. His voice is like insanity levels of perfection because he creates distortion, which is actually a really, it's a way to sing those really high notes easier than it would be without. Because you have two, it's like you have two places where the air is stopping. You have two little gaskets, I would say, if you're talking about like an engineering system, two gaskets that are both depressurizing the voice so that both the vocal cords and the false folds split the amount of pressure. Now, if you were just using your voice on those high notes, you're going to be pressurizing the voice a lot, and it's actually a lot harder. So mastering that perfect amount of pressure between those false folds, which are creating that distortion, and the actual voice is a really good way of singing high frequently. But to understand how to get there, you have to do that heavy vocal lifting first. You have to understand how to use your voice, because if you're not using your voice properly, and then you try to use that same concept applied to the false folds to get that really good distortion that Bruce Dickinson is so iconic for singing with, you're gonna hurt yourself. So let's go back a little bit, and I just want to hear those freaking high notes again, because this is, well, he's gonna do it again. Let's keep listening. You guys know that reaction points don't count towards channel points, right? Yeah, so Skyface, I'm thinking about his onsets right now that you mentioned that, and they're all literally perfect. Part of that being, though, if you have that pressure, that like occlusion of the false folds ready to go, and you treat that as your onset, then essentially what you're doing is creating a soft onset with the voice that's only soft because you're already depressurizing the air with the growl, with the distortion. So it's like like if I do my chest voice, it's gonna sound ugly. I don't really know how to do this well, but if you start with those false folds together, guys, this isn't my genre, so don't compare me to anything close to this level. But if you already have that distortion going, ready to go with the musculature, and then you send air, and then you put the voice on it, it's like doing a soft onset, but it's not bad for your voice. But he times it perfectly. taking a breather, or he's keeping the energy going. I think keeping the energy going is probably more likely. Cosmic, thank you for the 1,500 bits, you beast. So look at how he opens his mouth. Someone mentioned that he has, Skyface mentioned that he has gospel jaw, right? He's just completely unhinging his jaw. That's why he's able to keep that growl while getting that full body of sound. Yeah. Now, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I've never tried that before, but that's the idea. If you can unhinge your jaw and make sure it's nice and loose while adding in that distortion, you can get your full body sound. Whereas if you're not releasing your jaw and opening like that, you're just gonna get. It's gonna be more thin. It's gonna be more thin. It's gonna keep the grit in it, but it's gonna be more thin. So let's just watch him do that again and see how much he really relaxed. Beautiful. Y'all love some Maiden. All right, give me 1 minute so I can go to the restroom, and then we'll listen to some Floor and her new cover. Wow, you're still here. If you did enjoy the video, I want to invite you to check out my Patreon page where I offer multiple tiers of perks for both aspiring singers as well as music lovers who want to take their listening skills to the next level. Also, I do need to say it, like 90% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed to the channel. It really doesn't take much. Can you please just press the little button down there? If you made it this far, you probably fit in right with the rest of the people who are the big brain community. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.